Hello, folks, coming live from my living room, the corner of my living room, straight from Dimebag Darren World headquarters. Once again, we're going to hang out for a bit and have a mail call. That's right, it's mail call time. We've received mail from good old George, found it buried. We're going to check that out together and see what we got. So stay tuned and buckle up. We're going to have a little bit of fun together and see what it's all about. Coming right up. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming. I get that out of the way. Actually, I was going to put something pretty under there for you. There we go. Miss Morgan. We'll put her under there. Once again, as I said, welcome back to Dimebag Darren World headquarters in the corner of my living room. As you can see, we've cameraed up because we're having some fun and trying to push the limits of what can be done on the cheapy cheap. Try to show you all what can be done. We're using everything today. We got a inexpensive $20 webcam, and that's right here. Hi there. We got a Samsung S10 Plus connected by a USB cable and using Droid Cam right up here. You see it? Right up there. You're the one right there. I've got Iran Cam running on an old Samsung S5 way up on a pole back here. So you can have a nice overhead shot that's connected wirelessly to everything. And then here the coin cam is my trusty daily driver, my Samsung S10 Plus, zoomed right in on a coin for you, right here on the desk, right there. You can see in this shot here where my hand is swirling. It's right there. Oop, let's bash it with my fingers. Oh yeah, what a presentation. So, I'm not going to tell you what happened before this started. I messed up a little bit, so this is already half open, so let's just rock it together. We're going to flip this open and see what we got, okay? Now, there were some charms we looked at earlier. The same charms are coming up later, so we're not going to go back and look at those again. But I will say, we did receive a couple of loonies for the Looney collection. Let me give you a closer look at them. All right. Can we make that a little bit better? Yeah, there we go. So this one's got the boat, the modern train, and the old train. I think we're talking about transportation as a theme here. And one of the Canadian loonies, commemorative ones that you would want in your loony book. And we'll definitely start up a loony book one day. And the other one we got was the Lucky Loony with the Olympic insignia on it right there. That's a Lucky Loony. So we got those two. Now, the one thing that we had gotten to was this one. In Canada, it's hard to come across the buffalo. So, when we get the chance to get the buffalo, we do, and we thank the gods for the buffalo. And that is the buffalo. Thank you very much, George. Give this little Canadian kid a nice buffalo nickel. It's nice. 1935. Beautiful buffalo. All right. So put this fellow to the side. And tighten up the shot a little bit. Let's take a look at more of this together. All right. So, well, there's quite a taping job here, I must say. So, you can see some of the charms here that I had mentioned. So, we won't get too far into those, but I will get out Mr. Razor Knife and get back on the job here. I'm just going to do some cutting between here, some freeing up as it were, because the packaging crew over at George Incorporated is pretty darn good. Be careful now. me slice the darn coins up. I'm gonna do something about improving the video quality. Popzilla in the house. Melting TV, thank you for stopping by. I've never seen you before. Thank you for being a new person. Please consider giving me a sub. Love to get a sub or two more. That'd be awesome. Popzilla's in the house. I'll show you Popzilla's contribution. Oh, it's a Terry Fox. Very nice. That's a fellow one-legged fellow who ran all the way across Canada to raise money for cancer awareness. Terry Fox, a Canadian hero, basically. And that's the $1 coin commemorating his run across the country. Pretty awesome. Popzilla. King of the tape job. Yeah, you're not kidding me, man. I sent some stuff out. I didn't go half nuts compared to that. But since Pops is in the house, you don't have a big coin. You have to zoom back out so that you can get it in the frame. There you go. Now we're talking. Look at that beauty, baby. Whenever I feel a little bit down, I just grab that package and slide that coin out, put it on the table, look at this side for a little while, and then when I get bored, I'll look at the other side for a while. Sweet! Thank you again, Pops. One day it's not going to look as pretty because I'm going to keep cherishing it, bringing it out, looking at it all the time, so it's going to end up with the wear of that sort of handling. It'll be well worth it. Well worth it. Right, my friend, I'm going to put that aside and continue with my demailifying. See what else we've got here. Looks like another Lucky Loony. Let me just fix that. Yeah, we're using quite a bit of technology tonight to bring this to you. And I'm liking the way things are turning out tonight. I'm actually not using StreamYard, so I won't be having any guests. But I am streaming in 1080, I hope. I hope. Am I streaming in 1080, Pops? I hope I am. That's the plan. All right, so, pardon me. Microphone that picks up everything. Let's peel off another one of these coins. I don't like doing this because I don't want you guys to get coins with anything sticky on them or to have to clean them off afterwards. So I would never, oh, cool, I don't have one of these. It feels like it's got something stuck. Oh, yeah, it's got some goo on it. All right, well, no problem. Isopropanol, take care of that. I do not have one of those. That is awesome cool. Awesome cool. 1909 to 2009 Canadian, Le Club de Hockey de Habitants, Le Canadien. Beauty. Sweetness. Well, I'm going to have to go get myself a friggin' loony book now so I can get started on knowing which loonies I got and which loonies I don't. And it's just like any sporting event. You can't tell the players without a scorecard. You cannot get into the sport of collecting coins until you have a book. So get yourself a book, a penny book, a nickel book, and start. And you'll enjoy the whole thing so much more. I'll tell you right now. Hey, right on. That's the lady voter one. When we decided that ladies should vote because they're not as stupid as we are most of the time. That probably helped out all of humanity that day. And of course, one of the ladies that people vote for. Well, not really. I guess nobody votes for the Queen. Sorry, I know that. Doughhead. Okay. Who votes for the Queen? Yes, we voted for our Queen, and she was very unanimously voted. Yeah, no. All right, so we have a plethora of silver dimes that are dotting the field. But before we pull that, let's get this one. got here? Ooh. We know what it is. It's the Phoenix. We look for these too. Thank you, George. You know, I almost feel guilty getting coins that I can get myself. But here we go. It's a nice example of the yellow Phoenix bird. Part and parcel of the ones that both George and I have for anybody who wants them. We put them together generally in sets, so you get a painted one and an unpainted one. And right now, George could really use a hand with a few bills that have come up in his life. So if you do want some of these, do me a favor, just go by George's and see if he's got something for you. If he doesn't, I might, so you can visit with me afterwards. But this is a shout out for George, and it means enough to. I have no particular pressing situation, and something's come up, so if you do want one of these, touch base with him and he can definitely get you set up. All right. Okay, so let's get these dimes out. Dime bag. You know, dime bag doesn't really mean all that much. Turns out that I had a lot of Canadian dimes. They were literally in a bag and they were all silver. So I thought, you know, kind of a play on words, kind of a play on a famous guy, and of course, guy who made a lot of music we all loved, Dimebag from Pantera. And I thought, well, he's not using the moniker anymore, let's face it. And I don't think he would mind, considering I mean it in the most, you know, honorable way, let's put it that way. So I've picked it up for the channel, and hopefully it works out and people like it and nobody hates it, you know, because if you're Dimebag's #1 fan and think I discredit him in any way, believe me, we're all missing Dimebag. So hopefully that's cool with you. I don't want it to not be, I really don't. We all lose important things in life, and then what we got to do is remember those things. In my life, I believe it's to say their name. So if there's somebody that's passed in your life and you want to remember them, say their name out loud from beginning to end. Every now and then. It'll help you remember them, and it brings them back for that moment. All right, so we do have these, right? The charms. I'm just gonna leave them locked in here so I don't end up just losing them somewhere for whenever I do something with them. So that we will just leave, like I say, locked up in the tape job. Jack, I haven't seen it. I will go see it though. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. R.I.P. Prince Philip. Fair enough. That is so true. And the pillar holding up the Queen for many years, I'm sure. It's hard to lose our loved ones. The gentleman wasn't a particularly young dude. Had a good long life. So here we have the Queen in one of her younger days. In the form of a year that I was born, 1966 dime. The next dime is a... Ooh, hard to spin dimes. Is a 60... No, a 53. 53, the very young Queen, as we call her, young Queen. Alright. I think maybe I'll just zoom in a little bit more. Here we have a 62. Young Queen. I told you I got a lot of dimes. Well, 62. Just make a little click here. I honestly should have saved something better for last, because all I've got is a quick look through a pile of dimes. 63. Ooh, she's a little muddy. somebody threw something on the queen and it landed on her face and it stayed there. A little bit of brown smudge. 57. They made them nice in 57, don't you know? Spin, spin, spin. 1960. And the queen, of course. I don't expect it to not be the queen when I flip it over. Pardon me. 59. Unapologetically human is where we're going to go with this one tonight. It is springtime in British Columbia, and that is allergy season for me. And so, another 62 with you know who. 66. I think I've only got one dime of that new series that has come out with the for the volunteers or whatever it is. So that's kind of, I seen a couple the other day, but I do not have but one. I don't believe I have two, or if I do, I don't know that I do. So got some dimes, a beautiful buffalo nickel, a number of beautiful collectible loonies. You don't have to see that. There we go. A little bit more. Perfect cinematography. When do I have my close-ups, Mr. Cecil B. DeMille? Some nice collectible loonies. Ooh. Some charming charms. And a nice little haul, you gotta say. Don't you think? Let's see what we got here. That's a kitty tail. And we go back to this year. This year and that there. Right on. So, that is the haul, and not too bad. The queen is 94 years old. Oh my. Here, let me just zoom out here. Trying out some new technology. We can do zooming and all kinds of neat things. Oh yeah. So, like I said, myself and George have these beautiful collectible packages of coins in the double package. So if you're looking to round out some collections of Canadian coins, definitely look towards myself or George for all the different collectible versions of Canadian coins that you could be interested in, because we've certainly got them. We've been mining them out of Canadian circulating change. Some people actually have uncirculated rolls. That's a real treat. So I gotta see, there's the Phoenix that I just got one of from George. There's that new quarter that's so very nice. But anything that you want, let George or I know and we can definitely help out. I'll put those back up on the desk here. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. Yeah, karaoke night is a great idea. I go down into the garage there and set up that and get away from the people in the house so that I don't drive them nuts. But I tried to do something a little bit different today. I went live without StreamYards. I've just used OBS Studio this time, and I don't have any way to bring anybody on stream, nor do I have any way to pop up printed words and stuff like that. I haven't figured that part out yet. I think if I wanted to do that, I would use StreamYards. I think that's a great way of going about it. So any of you guys, if you want to do this the easy way, that's definitely the StreamYards way. But you know me, I'll find a hard way to do stuff and give it a try, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Hopefully it'll sound good. Hopefully it does sound good. Hopefully the music's coming through, but not too loud. What would you say, Pops, or anybody that's there? Is the music too loud right now? Because if it is, I want to turn it down a bit. I am sort of curious about that, though. I like having the little, rock music in the background, kind of, but at the same time, So tell me what you think of that there. Is the rock music okay? You like it? Let me just Playing with my toy. We'll turn that light off there. There's a bit of a glare off there, eh? Off the shiny coins, there's a bit of a glare. And this one, okay, if I pull that out a little bit. I am now I'm just screwing around. The shout out for George part is over. It's just me live screwing around now. Because, why? Because I can. That's why. That's kind of... I zoom that in a little bit. That gives me a little bit of room where the big shadow isn't already there. And I can fix that. Let me just see here. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to win this race. I'm going to win this race. Doodle 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 doodle. Doodle 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 doodle. Doodle 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 doodle. All right, well that works. Oh yeah. Lady Liberty. Oh yeah, that works just fine. Bigfoot Silver Hide and Seeker, thank you for stopping by. Lemonade, that cool refreshing drink, yeah. Ah, beautiful. So we got an American Quarters book the other day. Let me just get it out without knocking a bunch of stuff over, which is like super likely to happen right now. Come on. I want to do this with one hand. You can see me banging on things. I got to use two hands. Hang on. The one-handed thing is not going to happen. Okay. Stay. So I picked this up at the local coin store figuring, oh yeah, I got a couple of rolls of American coins already. This is going to be no problem. I've already got like a whole big pile of them. So yeah, just give me that book and I'll start filling her up. Well, what I didn't realize, of course, is, well, there's a lot of coins involved in one of these books. I mean, it's not like you just open it at that big and that's big enough, because it's not. And then you open it up to that big. You gotta zoom out because that's pretty big. And you think, yeah, it's a lot of coins, but you think that's probably big enough. But it's not. Then you figure out that these little pages come up. Ugh. I'm gonna have to put a crease in this one so I can get the darn thing to open. Then finally you get the book open and you realize that's a lot of coins. There you go. That's what I've got so far. I'll push that back. See, I can pick a better view than that. What do we call that? Overhead shot? That's what I called it. Overhead cam 1. Oh boy. Coin cam. Well, I don't got it set up right. No, coin cam is my hand now. Overhead and coin cam. So yeah, what I'll do is I will turn off coin cam. Click and drag out overhead till it's bigger. That's pretty much the best I can do with that. So yeah. So that's the beginning of my American coin collection anyway, for quarters. You can clearly see I could use almost any help at all. So keep that in mind if you ever send anything my way. Throw in some state quarters that I'm clearly going to be missing. and I will obviously like that. Yes, please. Yes, please. Hit the like button. And sub if you're not subbed up, please, because I'm just a little guy looking to find his way, like everyone else. Oh, yeah, baby. Nothing like getting mail, though. Love getting mail. Oh, yeah, I guess I could mention that as well. Let's put that away. That's the found it buried heist right there. Jack knows what this is. I put one of these together for Jack and sent it off to him recently. This is the Canada 25-cent commemorative coins book. So there are some other regular run-of-the-mill Canada 25-cent pieces that are not included in this with like the normal circulation ones. But this one starts off in 1967 with a all-silver commemorative, or an 80% silver because it's Canadian, with a 73 Mountie, and goes on from there. This particular book holds 96 quarters, and if it's something you would like, it covers all the commemoratives, has all the painted ones, and I even include some that have come out since the book was made that there isn't a spot in the book for with a little picture, but there are some extra spare spots, and I would definitely fill them up for you with something. So if you would like something like this, Jack got one, and I hope he's happy with it, but let me know, and I can definitely attempt to put one together for you. Depending on coin availability, you know, there can be different ones left out. I do my best, and then I'll show it to you, and if you think it's worthwhile, you can let me know, and we can work something out. Well, 27 minutes in, I'm going to call it at 30 minutes because it was only supposed to be a quick shout out to Georgie Poo. And you know what that's all about. Love that guy. And there it is. Coming at you live from Dimebag Darren World Headquarters in the corner of my living room. Yeah. Just remember, monitors are cheap. If you want 4 of them, they're $50 each or less from, Craigslist. I have a GTX 660 video card in my computer that allows me to run all 4 monitors. That's the kind of video card the kids don't even want anymore because it don't run no games that they want to play. So you can get one of those for your computer, no problem at all. You don't need a fancy microphone. All you need is one that has XLR and a USB. Get a Samsung. There's a few different models of Samsung. Samsung, S-A-M-S-O-N, not Samsung like the phone. But the pictures are courtesy of Samsung. The one you're looking right now, that's a Samsung S5 Neo, a very old phone, giving you the picture that you're looking at right now. If we switch over to this other cam, oh heck. You know what? Never mind. Just telling you that you don't need to buy a bunch of expensive junk to do what I'm doing right in front of you right now. A lot of the stuff is available for free. A lot of the stuff is stuff you've already got. So don't let anything stop you from streaming if that's what you're into doing. We want to get you out here. It's like the new CB radio, in my opinion. And I just happen to have a big, loud bass station booming out over the air. And so long as they don't stop me, I'm going to keep broadcasting every so often to all y'all. Thank you again for coming around. We'll bring this one to a close. Thank you for being part of my little channel. Reach out and let me know what you're doing. I'd be happy to help out. And stay safe. From Dimebag Darren World Headquarters in the corner of my living room. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so So long.